Rick Green plays Bill on the show and actually created the Red Green series with me. He's a friend of mine. The problem that Rick has is that he thinks of things in his mind and he gets all excited about them and doesn't really think about when he actually has to do it. And this is a perfect example. In this episode, he had this idea of drilling a well, getting onto a power auger and having the thing take off, and he'd actually ride it around. He just thought that was the funniest idea in his mind. And then later on, when we had to actually apply his body to that idea, he wasn't quite as enthused about it.
One of the differences between men and women is that women kind of see the big picture, whereas men kind of see everything in little wee parts. That's why most women are into holistic medicine, whereas most surgeons are guys. To a woman, a car is a means of transportation. To a guy, it's a bunch of components, parts that he can fix or customize or change around in some way. If he can take a car and cut it in half, bumper to bumper, he's got 2 motorcycles. I think that's why guys never throw anything out. They're waiting to see what it devolves into. It's not smart or correct, but it's one of the things that makes us what we are. Today on the Red Green Show, we got Edgar K.B. Montrose, Glenn Braxton settling up down at the marina. Bill's gonna try and drill us a well. I got some hydrogen in my hat. And as always, Harold is up the creek.
And now here's the man with the most lumber in his shack, my Uncle Red Green.
Thank you. And now that you've met the lumberjack, meet the lumbering jerk, my nephew Harold. Been kind of a good news week in a way for me up here. I got to lose a little bit of weight because I got a checkup coming up pretty soon. No, nothing yet. But I heard that this water diet is a real good thing, and apparently the water in Possum Lake has just been declared okay for human consumption.
Really? I wouldn't drink it.
Well, so what? I said human consumption.
Well, if the water at Possum Lake's been declared okay, there's obviously something wrong with the testing equipment.
The water's fine, Harold. Never going to get into criticizing the government. We're in for a long night, all right?
Oh, what about all that stuff floating in it?
Keep your teeth clenched. Anyway, now that the water is officially okay, we just got to find a way to make it taste better.
Well, how are you going to do that? That water tastes like bad eggs.
Well, we'll add bad bacon bits. Make it taste like a bad breakfast. Actually, Junior Singleton had a good idea. You know, he thought we could carbonate the lake. You know how they carbonate things like grapefruit pops so they don't taste too bad? So Moose said, look, if we all just back our cars down, you know, get the exhaust pipes in there, and he figures the carbon dioxide coming out of the tailpipe will carbonate the lake.
That's carbon monoxide. Very much like carbon dioxide, except it kills all life. Otherwise, good plan.
Yeah, well, we're not going to do that. We're going to use electricity. You know how you put a 9-volt battery on your tongue, kind of feels like carbonation? Yeah. Well, we figured we'd drop one of them high-tension wires down into the lake, you know, just for an hour or so. Carbonate it right up.
Won't that kill all the electricity around here?
No. I like myself just the way I am. I don't mind the pimples and I don't mind the warts, and I really don't care how bad I look in shorts. I got skinny arms and a great big nose. I got hair in my ears, hair on my toes. People say I'm ugly, but I don't make a fuss because I always get a seat by myself on the bus. Okay, you just pulled in your driveway and it's late, and you didn't tell anybody you were going to be late. You're not going to be able to sneak into the house, and you know the very first thing you're going to hear as soon as you go through that front door, why didn't you call?
And you're going to need an answer, and you're going to need the truth. And the truth is, you don't have an answer, eh?
So the truth becomes, you're going to have to make something up.
And it's going to have to be a Hummer.
So what we're going to do is we're going to make some up for you now, and then you can use them later when you need them.
Right. Okay, here's a good one. Sorry I didn't call, honey, but I gave all my money to a homeless family who is living in the parking lot behind the bar in the dumpster, and I just didn't have the heart to ask them for change for the phone.
Or you could say, the police come into the bar and they said they're tracking aliens, which apparently are pure energy, which I'd never heard. But anyway, they said, nobody can use the phone, including the table dancers.
Or I guess you could just say, sorry, honey, I didn't call. It was thoughtless of me. I feel really bad. I love you very much. Please forgive me.
But try the other two first.
Oh, yeah.
This week on Handyman Corner, what with me trying that new water diet, I thought I'd show you how you can make your very own home water purification system. Did you realize that the human body is, I believe, around 70% water, and the rest is fat and additives? All right, first thing you're going to need is a large container of some kind. You might want to clean that out real good. There we go. That's not enough. You got to sterilize it, which is a scary term for most men. The truth is, most germs and bacteria can survive soap and water, but they die in a good propane flame. I say if you can't take the heat, get out of the water purifier. That was a bad bit. Glad I didn't drink that. All right, that's got her. Now, you want to put some pills in there, because in the real water purifiers, they use halocide, or something rather, halazone tablets, I think they are. I got these pills from Old Man Sedgwick's room, so they're halitosis pills. I figure that's got to be close enough. Fire those in there. I also got his nitro pills while I was in there. Hope he has a nice day. I'll put them in because I can. All right, now to do the actual filtering, I'm thinking, you know, the fish in the aquarium and so on? They use charcoal in their filters. And fish don't just drink water. They do everything in it. The charcoal must be real good. Just open this up. It's like taking out the appendix stitches. And sock the old charcoal in there. There we go. That's going to make it clean. As you're filtering out here, germs and bacteria and chemicals, also odors. So I'm thinking, baking soda works in your fridge, right? All right, I'll just, they got the kid-proof top on. There we go, kid-proof top on that, no problem. And we'll put that in there. All right, also good for dealing with odors and also doing filtering is kitty litter. Now, I would recommend you use fresh kitty litter. I'm all for recycling, but only up to a point. Dump that in there. Use a lot of kitty litter. That's pretty much it. The water's going to be clean enough, I think, at this point. So the water's going to go in the dirty, scummy water going to the top, and the clean, fresh water's going to come out the bottom. So you got to drill a hole so you can put a pipe in there. All right, we'll just... Oh, no. We want to sterilize this. This, I mean. And there we go. Again, I may have overdone it with the sterilizing and heating and so on. Anyway, once you got the hole in there, get yourself a tap and put it on a piece of copper pipe like this. Jam that in the hole, and this way you'll be able to control the flow of the pure, clean, filtered water. All right, now we turn that off for a sec. Pour the crummy water into the top. And now we're ready. Just wait a few seconds, and out comes pure spring water. All right, see there's some kind of a chemical. Nothing to worry about. Maybe the nitro pills. Pretty good. All right, maybe that spring water was a little too springy. You know, she's heading right over into Possum Lake, which is good. That'll purify the water over there. And now I'll be able to catch rainwater. You can't get better, purer, cleaner water than that. And then next week, we'll show you how to patch a roof. So until then, remember, women don't find you handsome. They should at least find you handy. I hope it rains and that kitty litter makes you thirsty. Stay tuned. Bill's gonna drill a well. You don't want to miss that. And Harold and I are gonna have a man-to-man talk, which is tough to do with Harold. I want to talk to all you middle-aged guys about your eyesight. I know what you're going through. Holding the newspaper between your toes so you can focus on the page. Trying to look up a phone number and squinting so hard you throw your back out. Now, a lot of guys our age are getting glasses, but I say don't do it. Deteriorating eyesight is part of the master plan. Mother Nature's pretty smart, you know. Like the way that as you get older, she makes your teeth fall out so you'll eat oatmeal and other stuff that's good for you. It's the same kind of thing with your eyesight. Because guys our age are a lot happier not knowing exactly what they look like. Or what each other looks like if your partner is around the same age. If your partner's a lot younger than you, it sounds to me like they're the ones that need the glasses. As far as book reading is concerned, you got to get all that in by the time you're 30, so you'll have time to apply all the knowledge you picked up. Any knowledge that you get at my age, there's not enough time to understand and not enough energy to practice. So I say, just let your eyes go. They say your eyes are the window to your mind, and if your eyes are failing, a pretty good chance your brain's on its last legs, too. So just let them go, and then when you die, you can will them to somebody you don't like. Remember, I'm pulling for you, because we're all in this together. Well, we got everything all straightened out with electricity. You can relax, Harold. Code normal. No.
So what did you tell the repairman from the electric company?
Well, not much. Just explained how that big gust of wind had blown the high-tension wire down into the lake. No harm, no foul.
No way. You guys harm foul all the time. Remember those turkeys you tried to breed? They just swell.
It's just an expression, Harold, all right?
No.
Do you know the strangest thing happened because a cloud formed over the lake, coming up all the bubbles out of the water.
That's electrolysis.
Electrolysis? You mean we've removed all the fish's unsightly facial hair?
No, it's when you put electricity into the water, the H2O breaks into hydrogen and oxygen. We just took this in school. That's electrolysis. So the cloud over Possum Lake is probably just like hydrogen.
Hydrogen, like in a blimp?
Yes, because hydrogen is lighter than air. Yeah, like you put hydrogen in Zeppelins, you know, like not the band Led Zeppelin or anything, but you're, that's your hat's a ghost.
I must have got some hydrogen in my hat here, Harold. How do I get it out of there?
Well, you can